What do the Quakers have in common with Rage Against the Machine, the Spice Girls and Lad Baby? All #1 at Christmas, and Alan Armstrong's Tabletoppers welcome Scarborough Athletic to a sold-out Blackwell Meadows this afternoon for the first half of a Christmas and New Year doubleheader. The home side make one change from the FA Trophy victory at Spennymoor last weekend, recalling Jake Lawler to the starting lineup in place of Callum Griffiths, who drops to the bench, where Junior Mondal also takes the place of Patrick Almond. For Scarborough, Jonathan Greening signed a 3-year extension recently, and for his side's first game in almost 3 weeks, he makes 2 changes. Luca Colville and Daniel Greenfield are in, with Kieran McGuckin benched and Brad Plant out.
Sukar and Hazel, I imagine, are not going to be too popular, being former Whitby players. Sukar plays a ball looking for Hazel. Hazel leans into his man and does well. Disrupted his man there. Plays it inside to Lambert. Lambert takes the first touch. He's on the edge of the box. Has the shot, which is well blocked. Comes to Felix. Felix just a little bit wide. Going to try and get past his man. Pulls it back. Darlington can't quite get the chance out of that. Moke slid in with a great challenge, and then the referees let that one go.
Yeah, tangle of legs.
He let both go there, didn't he? Referee is letting the game flow, let's just say. Felix on the ball, puts the cross in. It's cleared away and out for a Darlington throw in.
Bit of a moment.
Excellent season, hasn't he, Jazz
He
Sukar?
has. Not sure he expected to be playing the majority of it at centre half, but he has slotted in.
Oh, Beck's been flattened there. Ball's gone on, and Hazel is then fouled on the edge of the box. He's given the first one, and the defender has gone right into the back of Mark Beck there. And that is, I think that's a little bit naughty.
I think both of those are free kicks. I wonder if the referee was going to play the advantage if Felix had got to it first. But when he too got bundled down. Form he's been in, he's tried from further out and hit the bar.
Darlington have both centre backs forward. Lambert sticks it on the penalty spot. Mark Beck gets his head to it, just wide. That's the closest that either of these two teams have gone so far.
First clear-cut chance of the game comes from a great delivery from Jack Lambert onto the head of Mark Beck, and plenty of goals amongst them. I mean, Beck and Lambert are in double figures just in the league. I think if you add Hazel's trophy goals as well, him as well.
Good win by Dodds. Lambert puts a tackle in, and then Sukar's going to have to head it clear. Ball on the right hand side as Scarborough attack. Lambert goes back to do some defending, keeps the ball in play and plays it inside to Headley, who has the chance to clear. Good defensive work by Lambert, but chance for Scarborough to pick it up, but it's misplaced pass finds Purver. Purver inside to Lambert. Moke's got space inside his own half still, but he's got runners ahead of him. Moke still drives forward, just waiting for some challenge. He slips Felix in inside the box. Felix has the shot, takes a deflection. It's put in from a yard out by Jacob Hazel. He's close to goal when he gets the final touch, but the goal is Hazel's.
Brilliant quick counter-attack from the Quakers. Adriano Moke picking up the ball inside his own half. Runs into space, well into the Scarborough half. They just backed off and backed off. It was 3-on-3. Knocks it sideways for Kane Felix. He slides it across the area. Gets a little nick on the way, I think. Leaves the goal open for Jacob Hazel. The Quakers lead 1-0.
Outstanding driving run as the play was broken up there. It was fed into Moke, and as Mike says, Moke just drove forward 50 yards with the ball, waited for somebody to engage him. When the challenge came, he played Felix in. Hazel is onside as the ball comes across, and he slides it home from a couple of yards out. Jacob Hazel, fantastic counter-attacking goal,
and gave Glyn enough of a problem that he put the ball out.
Headley takes the throw, finds Beck. Beck finds Hazel. Hazel's trying to turn Lambert into play there, but it's well defended. Played down the left-hand side. It's a one for number 22, Daniel Greenfield, to have a run at Dan Dodds, but Dan Dodds is having none of that. Plays the ball forward, looking for Beck. Beck rises highest, finds Felix. Beck, a nuisance as ever today, back in the team, in the league team again. Felix right hand side, going to try and put it onto his right foot, gets the cross in, all the way across Hazel. Oh, the ball just bobbled up, I think, there on Jacob Hazel, and he scooped the shot.
Just about to.
Plays it back to the goalkeeper, Joseph Cracknell, who clears the ball left-footed. Headley gets his head to it, finds Lambert. Lambert twists and turns and then goes back to Lawler, happy to thread the ball back to his centre half. Oh, Lawler's been dispossessed. Straight clean through on goal. Chance to score, and does score. It's a horror show for Darlington.
That's awful.
We talked about how confident and composed Darlington were looking at the back, but Jake Lawler there has just given possession away. It's been picked off him.
Kieran Glyn with the equaliser for Scarborough. And it all comes from Jake Lawler. Picks up the ball from Jack Lambert. It's a good pass to him. Certainly nothing you can fault the number 17 for, but when Jake Lawler collects it, it just doesn't get it under control at all cleanly. Kieran Glynn just takes it off him, runs through one-on-one. And at the risk of overusing a cliche, it's a Christmas present.
I was going to say, the Christmas time is a time of year for giving generously and giving gifts, and Darlington have given Scarborough a gift.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1-1, and it really shouldn't be.
Jake Lawler's tried to turn inside his man there, but it's not a very well disguised turn inside, and he's been inside to Colville. Scarborough play the ball left hand side. They're going to have to go back towards their centre back. Played down to Greenfield, I think it is, far side of the pitch as we look at it. Trying to get Willedgie into play. Lambert's been pulled inside. Headley's nowhere to be seen. Chance for the cross. It's put in. 2-1 to Scarborough. Darlington were unpicked down the right hand side. Nobody anywhere near Willedgie, the runner. He's put it across, and Scarborough have turned this one around. Go 2-1 up. Another pretty poor goal to concede.
From being behind to leading in the space of 5 minutes. And again, you question the defence. Ben Headley out nowhere. Willedgie found easily on the right hand side. No one really covering him. And when he crosses the ball, there's Darren Domter to turn it in from very short range. Too close for Tommy Taylor to really react to it. And all of a sudden, the Quakers, if they had a challenge to answer before, have an even bigger one to answer now.
That coming 10 minutes ago, Mike, would you?
You would not, absolutely not. And it's what you've said in the past about goals changing games.
Dodds is being fouled there, and it's going to be a yellow card by one of the Scarborough players. The leading team to dominate a little bit. Ball in from Lambert. It's headed clear. It's only going to go as far as Beck. Beck's inside the box. No, I think he's looking for that one there, Mark Beck, to be honest. The referee is
absolutely just stared at him. Stared blankly at him. You're not getting that.
Do you think that's a penalty, Mike?
I didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. But, you know, the camera on the balcony when you watch the highlights is the opposite end. Maybe it looked different. I thought Beck...
Oh, it'll be Stonewall from that one.
Probably. Anyway, Headley's on the ball, going down the left-hand side now. Pulls all the way across. Chance inside the box. It's half cleared. And then played off Headley for a Darlington throw. Well, it looks more from the replay than it did in real life anyway.
Beck certainly questioning it. Stuart Morland just backing away, unconvinced.
Definitely contact, but it just looked to me like Beck had positioned himself for the contact.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. The referee is consistent, if nothing else. He's not given many decisions today. Ball is with Scarborough bursting forward. Comes inside. Chance for the shot from distance. Tommy Taylor gets one to warm his hands up there. They have in the second half, and I'm just trying to think that might not be the worst thing for Darlington. You know, the more they go forward, I think the more open the game gets. The defender's pushed it past his own goalkeeper there. Beck's going to get there ahead of him. Beck has a chance maybe to pull something out with this. He's still on the ball. Oh, Felix has just chipped one over the bar there. Don't think it was me.
Nope, not me either.
Dodds throws it down the line. Beck wins the header. Felix is going to have a chance to keep that ball in, put the ball into the box all the way across. Going to fall to Hazel inside the box. He's got men behind him, can't quite get the shot away. Comes to Purver. Oh, Purver's just put that half a yard wide of the post.
I think it might have just glanced the post on the way out. What an equaliser it would have been from Alex Purver. Ball drops loose to him on the edge of the area, and he just lashes it right-footed.
That's more like it.
But that's what you want to see. I mean, you want to see them end up in the back of the net, but...
will emerge. Game is starting to become stretched here. Ball played through the middle. Some defending for Sukar to do. He's there. He's got two men around him, but he's calm and plays the ball out beautifully. Sukar's been excellent today.
He's been superb.
Purver picks the ball up. He's looking for an option. Comes across to Dodds. Felix is in space ahead. Felix gets the ball, and again he's on the halfway line. He's got the chance to run at his man. Fancies that foot race, does Kane Felix today. Gets the ball across. Headed up into the air. Headed up again, gets to the edge of the box, comes down to Purver on the edge, he turns it inside, Beck's under pressure from behind, shot! Oh, it's just wide! Was that Jack Lambert?
I think it was Jack Lambert this time, left-footed. And just like Purver right-footed a couple of minutes ago, the wrong side of the post.
It is.
Let's hope that the majority of them go home happy and consider a return.
Darlington on the attack, corner of the 18-yard box. Sorry to interrupt there, Mike. Ball's into the box. Beck's underneath it. It's in the back of the net. Mark Beck equalises. The flag stays down. The tin shed goes crazy.
As in 2016, so in 2022, Mark Beck on the score sheet on Boxing Day at Blackwell Meadows again brings the Quakers level, and you cannot say it hasn't been coming. Darlington 2, Scarborough Athletic 2. I said we need the majority of these supporters to go home happy. They'll be pretty chuffed now.
You called it, Mike. It's been knock, knock, knock in this last 10 minutes or so. Lambert gets his head up. I think Scarborough appealing for offside there on the back post, but we've just had another look. He doesn't look like he is. I think he's been played on.
Not to me.
For number 33 there, Kieran McGuckin. He turns it back in, and Scarborough will try and spring Darlington on the counter-attack. It's Michael Coulson who's got there ahead of Morkay. And Morkay slides in but can't get the ball. Coulson's still going at the box for Scarborough. Can he pull something back? Finds the man, has the shot, which is blocked. Comes back to the Scarborough player on the edge of the box. He backheels it, finds McGuckin. That's blocked again. Is Taylor going to keep that in? Yes, he is. No, he's not.
I thought he had.
Stick with us if you're listening, wherever you are in the world. Corner comes in from Scarborough. It's deep back post. It's a header. First header is by Headley, who clears it. Second header finds the Scarborough player on the edge of the box. Darlington trying to clear it. Shot comes in, which is blocked. Finds a Scarborough player on the in the wide area. He's going to try and get to the byline. Does get to the byline. It's a good cross. It's headed clear, and then Felix picks the ball up, and now there's a chance for Darlington to counter. Scarborough with 3 men back, but Felix is bursting forward. Dodds is bombing on the left-hand side. He's pushed it inside. That's a really good challenge by Kieran Glynn. The referee's giving the free kick. Could not be less interested.
Tin Shed unsurprisingly shouting for everything that happens in that area now.
Ball played forward directly from Scarborough. Sukar's up against his man. Makes up. Oh, that's a late challenge there. That could be in trouble, because that's a dangerous challenge on Alex Purver. The assistant flagged immediately. I'm not too sure he got too much of Alex Purver, which might just save his bacon, because it was a reckless challenge.
Michael Coulson, I think, Scarborough skipper. 6th name into the book today.
Mike, you're going to have to keep me right on these. I ain't got time to write them all down fast enough.
Well, for us, I've got Dodds and Sukar are on yellows, and then for them, I've got Coulson, Glynn, Colville, and Tare. But of course, Dom Tare has gone off now. So the question is, on which end will it happen?
Taylor's clearance isn't too long there. Only reaches just the centre circle. Hazel's picked the ball up. He's been quiet second half. Jacob Hazel plays it across. Didn't do Purver any favours there, but Purver did miraculously to control the ball and find Morkay, and then he finds Dodds. Lovely little player by Purver and Morkay. Dodds is bombing forward, comes inside, finds Lambert. Lambert trying to find the ball wide to Headley. Headley inside the box as the shot's cleared, back on the edge of the box. Beck couldn't put it in, and then it's cleared behind for a goal kick.
We've had a few substitutions. All Scarborough, we've had 2 anyway. We've had stoppages for the Athletic yellow cards.
Hand side. Sorry, Mike. Ball inside the box. Scarborough pulling it across, and will earn themselves a corner. Corner to Scarborough. Good opportunity for them. 4.5 minutes left here at Blackwell Meadows. They're kicking towards their own fans in the open end. We've travelled in numbers today to support them. Tin Shed goes quiet momentarily. Left-footed cross into the box, in swinging. Sukar wins it, heads it up into the air. Second ball is won by a Scarborough player. It's still bobbling about. Tommy Taylor flings himself to his left to make a very decent save.
Just a spot ahead. Tennis ends with a header on goal. Tommy Taylor plucking it out of the sky in the end.
Dodds picks up a second ball. His first touch takes him a little wide, so he does well to keep it in, play it back to Hazel. Hazel makes a mess of that touch there, Jacob Hazel. Ball's down the left-hand side with number 33, McGuckin. Jacob Hazel just passed him the ball, didn't quite make contact with it properly. Scarborough still inside shooting distance, 30 yards from goal with Maloney. Comes back to Glynn. Plays a little one through the middle, flag stays down, great chance. Tackle, it's a goal for Scarborough. Referee's played an excellent advantage, to be fair to him. Darlington were picked through the middle with a lovely little through ball. Scarborough 3, Darlington 2.
It's the captain, Michael Coulson, I think, who's got it. Just a simple ball through the middle. He turns, maybe brought down as he shoots, but it goes into the back of the net regardless. And with 3 minutes to go, we said there'd be some late drama in this. It's gone the way of the visitors. Darlington 2, Scarborough Athletic 3. And what, if anything, can the Quakers do in these final few minutes to respond to that one? They've come back once already, but they don't have a lot of time to do it again. In heartbreak for the Quakers.
Dodds is in possession, trying to burst forward. Just anything we can get out of this now to create a half chance would do. Dodds has to come backwards. He's got nothing in front of him. Purver,
that's it,
plays the ball forward, and the referee blows the full-time whistle, and it's been an outstanding advert for non-league football in front of a sellout crowd here on Boxing Day, but Scarborough emerged the victors, Mike.
A record crowd at Blackwell Meadows will go home enthralled by the football on show, but the majority of them disappointed by the end result of it. Jacob Hazel, after 15 minutes, finishing off a superb Quakers counter-attack to give the home side the lead, before a gift allowed Kieran Glynn to equalise on 37 minutes. 6 minutes later, 2-1. Darren Domter finishing off a quick counter-attack down the Scarborough right. The Quakers knocked in the second half looking for an equaliser, and eventually Mark Beck got the door open after 67 minutes, but with 3 minutes of the 90 to go, the Scarborough skipper and leading scorer Michael Coulson scored what proved to be the match winner.